I've been playing a lot of Dragon Quest Heroes lately, mainly because it's a ridiculous amount of fun. Plus, I want to platinum it. I did beat it once before in the past, but playing the game made me think of something. There was a band I listened to a long, long time ago. It was called Freedom Call. So I decided, you know what? I want to listen to it again. And I specifically went to, well, they remastered the album. So I think it's like 666 Weeks to Eternity or something like that is the name of the new, like the renamed album. I thought originally it was like Warriors of Light. But it was all the same songs from the album that I remembered from back in the day. And it started making me laugh when I was listening to it because, one, it is, well, Freedom Call is probably one of the most heroic of power metal bands. And what I mean by that is they sing about being heroes, about, you know, specifically being heroes. Not like Manowar, which is more about being warriors. I'm specifically talking about being heroes. And it's super positive, it's super upbeat, it's heavy. You know, the drums can be a little boring here and there. It's a lot of blast beats, not so much with too much anything else. But it just one of the things that made me crack up was the lyrics to the album. Warriors of light, born from the light. Dragon Quest Heroes, you're children born of the light. An evil force that you're fighting against. Okay, check. That wants to turn the world to darkness. Oh, what's that? I'm doing that in Dragon Quest Heroes. And then, he loses the love of his life, which, that sort of happens during the game, although you get her back. And then, just it's great. The album's so much fun. I'm gonna have to go through and listen to the other ones, and the thumbnail I'm using isn't even the thumbnail from the actual album that I listened to, but it's just one of those things. I love power metal, especially good ones that have good stories mixed into their things. I mean, first off, the goat's definitely going to be Blind Guardian, Rhapsody. Those two are probably the biggest power metal bands out there. There's a lot of other bands, and even though I did mention Manowar, I don't really kind of put them in the same category as regular power metal because, a lot of folk metal is spawned from Manowar. Bands like Ensiferum and others. I'm just which, by the way, I'm naming all. I could literally go through and name dozens of bands, maybe even hundreds of bands that are really worth checking out. But Freedom Call is. It has a little bit of Rhapsody mixed in, I would say. Not so much Blind Guardian. Blind Guardian's style is pretty unique. And if you just want to listen to something fun, something upbeat, check out the song Metal Invasion or Warriors or Land of Light, which, by the way, Land of Light, I just see the title, and now that I've been watching Ultraman, I just think of the land that, the world that Ultraman and all the other Ultramen come from. And I'm just like, I hear that, and of course, upbeat, Warriors, Born of the Light. Just little funny things like that. It absolutely cracks me up. But there are a lot of albums they have out, and I'll have to check out more because I highly enjoyed this first one that I was listening to, which was one I used to listen to. Um, yeah, and it also kind of helps with the whole Dragon Quest Heroes because of the theming. And now I'm wondering if the rest of their albums continue that same theme or if they go on a darker turn. But I think they're probably going to remain positive.